This is a classic topological puzzle made by my great-grandfather during my childhood. He often made these puzzles to test whether I was smart. First, let's look at the entire structure. The middle string connects the two ends, forming a nearly closed structure. Obviously, you can't directly remove the wooden rings from both ends. Even if you pass the wooden rings through the left and right wooden parts, you still can't go around the middle string. The wood can be folded, but have you noticed? Even so, it seems it still can't get away from the string. I clearly remember thinking of many solutions, believing that only scissors could solve this puzzle. Then my great-grandfather told me that this puzzle requires reverse thinking to find a new path. Hold one wooden piece in each hand, rotate to a special angle, and then pass through the middle wooden ring. When the two wooden pieces cross each other, the middle wooden ring naturally falls off. Do you like this classic puzzle? People who often practice reverse thinking might figure out how to remove this lock from the wrench in just a few seconds. But for those who don't like to use their brains, it might take a long time, or they may never figure it out. This is a classic topology puzzle. The chain is very short, so simply pulling it toward the gap doesn't work at all. Then your attention shifts to the lock. It can move along the chain, and just when you think it might fit through the opening, the size of the lock stops it. At this point, you might think the puzzle is impossible to solve. Or maybe you're thinking, do I need a key to open the lock? But people who are used to thinking differently will quickly come up with a clever trick. First, hang the lock on the crescent-shaped gap of the wrench. Then, pass the chain through the middle of the lock. After making a full loop, the chain is still intact, and the lock comes right off. Now that's the moment for applause. Can you move this small iron ball to the other end? This interesting puzzle experiment is called Diagonal 2. Obviously, you will move the iron ball by directly picking up the box, but soon you will find that the two large iron balls in the middle block the only way out. You can also tilt the box appropriately. First, move one of the large iron balls to the other side. But just as you are about to move it over, the other large iron ball will also move to the middle due to inertia. Even if you use a faster speed, you will always be restrained by the inertia of the large balls. Maybe we can also use centrifugal force, but have you noticed? The position of the large balls is just a groove that prevents them from leaving directly. If so, centrifugal force seems to be unable to open a direct passage either. This makes this puzzle, which was originally not complex, seem even more mysterious. Some people even say that you can turn the box over to move, but you still cannot solve the problem of the large balls in the middle. I noticed that there is a hole at each end of the box. Maybe this is the solution? Friends, what better suggestions do you have after seeing this? Please leave a comment below. How can you fit these 4 T-shapes into this frame? This is an old puzzle from Europe, and at first one would think that the process is very simple, because the area of the frame is a circle, and the first 2 T's will fit directly into it. But you can't seem to fit the third T directly. And then a clever person would immediately think that turning the T's upside down would free up some space, but only for the third T, which you seem to have difficulty doing. Put all 4 T in. I believe many people see here will be confused. In the end, how to put in the complete? There is a very interesting solution to this puzzle. The first thing you need to do is to put in a T horizontally, then put in a T vertically underneath it. Now please tilt these 2 T's to the left. Then continue with one on the right. After the 3 T's have been put into the frame through the cut and slant angle, you should now be able to see it, and the last T can be put in easily. Did you like this 4 T puzzle?